Alright guys, today I'm going to be making the pipes on the side of his neck. Maybe he might get in this area as well, if I build up this as well. Because I plan on making these like braided hosing sort of style. And I actually tried to do this before. This is the second attempt on this, but I'm not going to show you the first attempt because it's pretty tragic. But what I want it to do is, I want it to make it look like braided hosing, like I said, and the pattern that braided hosing has is very intricate and it's very small, and I was trying to sculpt that in, which is ridiculous. But anyway, I researched into a way that I can do this, and Maya has a thing called noisemaker, in which you can assign an alpha to add detail to the model. So anyway, what I need to do right now is apply some subdivide on the edges versus I can't use the hotkeys. I'm so tempted to use hotkeys. If I press F10 and stuff like that, because you can switch between these selection types in Maya between F9, F10, F11, F12, and if I press F10 then it just stops the whole recording. I really need to disable the things on Camtasia. I mean, just if I had an edge loop up here, right at the very top, where this thing is. So I think it's not recognising the edges of this as actual edge loops, so when I try to use the add divisions thing in here, it doesn't actually work. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I need quite a few amount of squares in there. That'll do. Let me just check its UVs. I applied some UVs on this. Looks a bit off. Let me see if I can... this might make it all weird. No, it hasn't. Okay, awesome. Let me just make that into place. Don't know why I went into ribbon there. Coolio. That'll do. Let's try this in Zbrush now. Export past selection. Made a folder, my desktop, full of alphas. All Liam's alphas. Here we go. I'll be trying out quite a few things actually. Like different cogs, and this circuit board thing works really cool. We'll be doing some of that. Pipe, collecting neck pipe. You can see a failed version in there as well, which is here. This went catastrophically wrong, so I'm just going to import over that. Press yes. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, I'm just going to divide this up. 100k would be alright. Anyway, so it's got its UVs on there that we've made in Maya, and the reason why I made the UVs in Maya is because I wanted the alpha map that I'm using is they're always sort of, they look like they've been generated by a computer. They're always so perfect and straight and stuff. And when you generate the UV maps in Zbrush, because I can make a cylinder in Zbrush like this in a few seconds, but when I use this UV master, the UVs, you need the UVs to be as as straight as the alpha map really, to get like the look that I want. So that's the reason why I made them in Maya, just so they would look nice and straight, and it's just something that you can never ever sculpt because it's just in perfect detail. But anyway, this is the noisemaker, and what I've done there is applied the alpha that I want to use, and now I'm just tweaking these these values to get the look that I want. And let's go the other way. You can start to see the braided hosing pattern that I made. Well, partially made. The actual alpha that I used because it used to be a weave, and all I've done is just painted these lines along the, following it. See, the braided hosen usually has those sort of metallic sort of liney strip things, so it just sort of helped the look a little bit. But I'm actually going to play around with this noise curve, try and push in a bit more, try and see what looks cooler from a distance, because it's probably going to be about that big. Looks more like steel girders actually. Quite like that. Just going to hit OK on that. Might have enough res. I'm just going to apply it to the mesh. Not quite enough res to get the full detail on there. You can't really see those lines, but I don't really want to spend much more than 100,000 on this. I'm just thinking about poly count, because I've got to have 2 of these. I mean, can I really afford it on this PC? I don't have the strongest PC in the world, so... I mean, if I subdivide again, they're going to be 400,000 each just with this piece. I mean, how much are these at now? 20,000. You know what, I'm just going to do it, man. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to undo what I just did. Divide that again. And apply that to the mesh. It's a bit nicer. Yeah, it's miles nicer, isn't it? Alright. The next bit I need to do is jump over to this guy again. Just gonna grab this guy. Where is it? Append it. Let's just see, it should be that one. Yeah. Okay. That is massive. I didn't expect it to do that big. You get the scale tool. I'm just going to scale this into size really. And then the placement of it. Luckily it doesn't have any bend in it, so I wasn't really asked to do any of that crap. But I also plan on having some fun with the radial functionality in Zbrush, which is really fun. I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to be making this little cog thing on the side of his neck as well, which I have quite a good idea for. Okay, let's get this into position. I'm actually going to drop it subdiv while I do this. Don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. Always work in the lowest form of the model when you're moving stuff. You'll always have a smooth result, unless you're looking for a harsh result. Then by all means, you know, do it in the thousands. Right. If I should scale this down a little bit more. I suppose I can always save that one out. Just gonna grab my clipping brush. Let's go up in the subdivs. And I'm just gonna clip off that section there and you here. Alright, awesome. That is ready. I'll just make sure I haven't got it on the seam. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. And then I'm just going to push back the underlying mesh underneath it. A little bit. So you can really see this for all it's worth. I'm not quite sure I'm going to integrate this yet, how it's been held in place. But I'm really chuffed with the Noisemaker though. The possibilities of that tool are endless really, especially if you're doing clothing. which is all sort of, you know, really sort of tiny little patterns and stuff. Yeah, I can just make sculpt a realistic sort of looking creased jacket or whatever, and just apply like some sort of leathery alpha map to it, and it'll look great. So definitely going to be experimenting a bit more with that. I also plan on using it for this sort of section here that's cut out a little bit. That's going up there, around here. I'm going to try out that the circuit board alpha that I found on Google. So I didn't really make any alphas myself, which, you know, is pretty bad, but I didn't really want to spend too much time making alphas. You know, I read about how to do it in Zbrush, actually just modelling things on flat planes and then using like GraphDocker and stuff to actually get the information from what you've just made, which is pretty cool. Alright, quite like that, pretty detailed and stuff. I want to make a braided hosing look on these pieces here as well. There's going to be sort of like strips with like steel sides to the end of them, but I'm not going to do that now just because I want to change up a little bit and do something different for a bit with Zbrush's radial functionality. We use this. Okay, so it needs to be like 3/4 or just over a half covering, because I want to make it look like some sort of cog, but it's concealed by like a shell. I think I'm good to go with this. Let me just compare how big it needs to be, how fat. That looks okay. You can always sort of squeeze it out a bit with the move tool and stuff. But I'm not quite sure if this is a 3D. I must be able to clip it. Alright. No, in dynamesh 3D. Yep, cool. Okay, it's dynamesh you straight away. Polish you up a little bit. Relax you. Polish you. Quite a lot of polish. Let me just grab my circle clipping tool. That's the clip circle center. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm using radial. I really don't want to affect the actual. Actually, that'll work. Push this out, make it a bit bigger again, and update that. Okay. Win. Alright. So I'm thinking about the actual inner bit. So I'm going to make this a bit. No, actually I'm going to duplicate this. Can't use the hotkeys. I really need to figure out how to disable the hotkeys on that thing. But for this one I'm going to... That's the outer shell. Make that a bit smaller. Scale it out a little bit with these. I want to keep it in the same place. It's going to be using radial functionality. Okay. I'm going to hide the other one as well, just so I can see what I'm doing with this. I'm going to update it thingy, make the edges a bit more relaxed. I'm going to go to my transform here, drag it over here, activate its symmetry, yeah, cool. Press R for radial, and I'm going to be in its, see which side yet, X. We need quite a lot, 22. I might use the circle center brush a little bit, just to get a feel for what it is I want to do with this. So I know I want it to be a sort of cog, so it looks like it has the ability to, you know, something to sort of slot in there and turn it. So maybe just think about this shape a little bit more, make it more interesting. It's looking a bit like a Beyblade. I quite like that. I'm going to update that. Oh crap, I should have disabled symmetry for that. Don't need symmetry for the straight line, then it just wastes time, to be honest with you. So, let's do now. Might waste that out a little bit there, like that. Okay, quite like that. Really sort of flatten that off. Yeah, that's nice. Alright. Just gonna play around with yeah, I'll keep this. I've got so much symmetry now in this. I'm just gonna play around with it's really mesmerizing, is radial. I'm just gonna think about these standard sort of cog details. You know, it has like an inner bit. It's gonna need like a centerpiece. And I'm gonna bring this back out actually. And let's move it around. That's okay. Let me grab my Zbrush and put like a harsh sort of circular sort of thing in there. I'm just playing, you know, I haven't really sort of got any, not using reference, just sort of having a little bit of fun, seeing what works. So I really don't want to take this project that seriously. It's just me, you know, in my free time, messing around. I might actually add little circle things in there. That's okay. It's interesting. Might have to do something with this inside bit. It's getting a bit. Yeah. Yeah. It's looking a bit circus clown now though. Okay. Let me just drop it down to say 11. I'm just going to sculpt in. Something like that. Nah, because it won't actually be able to turn. Okay, I'm really sort of running out of ideas. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. Basically, this little cog thing, it's just going to be only visible sort of on the outside there. So, bring back its sort of outer shell. Okay, I kind of fucked up on that shell. As, it also needs to be bigger than it. Alright, no biggie. Let's use the sizey thingy. Size. Bring it out a bit. No, I always press C for that. Okay. What we need to do now is think about the waste, or the area that is going to be cut out to reveal that cog. What sort of shape it should be. Maybe it should make that into like an oval or something. It's not really working. Maybe a harsh sort of L shape. That looks okay. Yeah, quite like that. Maybe just sort of guesstimate this again. Guesstimate. So it needs to have enough sort of surface area to cover up, you know, for it to attach there, there and there. So it's just under a bit of half really. Where's it going? So if you're saying that's half, yeah, there's definitely enough space there. Okay. Update its dynamesh. And then I just need to think about what it is I want to do with this. Might add in sort of Okay, I'm gonna have to manually paint this in a little bit. No, that's gonna work. Right. Actually, if I waste away that bit, yeah, there's mask inside that, even though you're not going to be able to see it, but you know. And I'm just going to inflate that out a little bit, just to give it some detail. Might get away with that. If I upgrade, no. Okay, I have to stick with what I've got here. So if it's a cog, it's obviously, it's going to need to sort of be able to look like it's got an inside, because it's a cog, it needs to sort of fit really sort of tight up against that. Okay, that's cool. Let's get rid of that bit down there, and inverse that. Might have to sort of just do this bit a bit more, just so it looks a bit strong. It's got enough strength. And then I'm just going to inflate that in the negative. Really sort of take that away. Just give it that sort of thing, so it looks like it's sort of really wasted in there. Alright, cool. Recut this to give that a nice crispy edge. A nice Rice Krispies edge. Cool. I always like to play around with that. Makes it look too weak. Alright. But the one thing that I've ignored right now is I have to figure out how that braided hosing is going to attach onto there, and for what reason. So at the minute, the way I've sort of sculpted in, you know, it's just sort of like sat against it. So it might have to go for the impression that this sort of cylinder shape goes much further than it is on the surface, like it carries on going. And this is actually a full circle braided hosing with like a cap on there. But then it has to give the reason of why it is there and what functionality it has. Right. Might just, let me get my clip circle out. Actually, if I go to the symmetry, okay, that's not looking good. Whack it up to 22 again. I'm just going to flatten out this this thing that I've going on here. Crap. Actually, focus. Okay, I've got a bit of brain fucking now. Turn off symmetry. That'll work. Okay, just going to smooth this out. I've just got a bit of a brainwave. Smooth you out. Let's H polish brush. And okay. Oh, that's going to ruin everything, isn't it? Hey, can someone say? Oh, I've totally balls this up. Right. No. Maybe I can get away with it with the clip circle center. It's going to have to be spot on though. Alright. Yeah. That works. Right. I'm just going to duplicate this. You can hear my parents moving around. Is it going to ruin my video? Make it slightly bigger than that one. Re-dynamesh it. No. Pull you up. Like so. Make you a bit smaller. Put that like that. See, it looks awesome. I want to make it look as if it moves in a circular motion. Actually, I'm not liking this anymore. Just gonna flatten that out. Yeah, that's cool. It's gonna be about, say, big. Pull that up so it's a lot nice and crispy. And I'm gonna activate the symmetry now. Go to curve build it. And just give it the appearance of having wasted away area there. Okay, it's not going to be a good job working with cylinders. Sucks. Trying to think of a cool design. It's just not happy, mate. Might try the layer brush. What am I doing? I could easily just mask these out. Alright, that's okay. Do the same on this end bit here. Try and get it to the same size. Awesome. Inflate. Alright, cool. Now, if I change my brush to the masking circle, square, center, put this up. So I want to make it look like it's they're not connected. No, that's okay. Might need a bit more resin there. Dynamesh. Okay. Tell you what. Is there any way I can make this less space? Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I've got a surge of brilliance. Right. Change that size. Get you. Duplicate that. That's the size. Actually, I may as well use the other piece. delete that. And duplicate you. Make a big surface area, clip circle, center. Get as close as possible to the outline of that. Something like that. And BCC it. Probably should have a lip on it as well. Can always take a bit more off that one. Like so. Okay. Right, maybe clipping circles will get power over this time. I need to win the negative. If I just redirect it. Can tell I've never really done much. Hard surface stuff. Damn. That is looking really fucked. It's not crispy smooth, that's for sure. Okay. There we go. Sorted that out. Just going to chop that up again. And whoa, don't want it to be that big.
Hi.
Just going to chop that. Right, Mum.
What are you talking about?
Myself.
Who's that?
My mum's ruined another video. That's why I'm talking so quietly now. See, I hate doing these videos at home because, you know, and my parents think I'm insane. So I'm just chatting to myself all night. Well, could be worse. Oh shoot, yeah, it's a bit more than that. It's been a nightmare, this. It's looking a bit mental. It's a bit technical. Don't know if I want to make this a bit bigger. It's not really working. Maybe if I just stretch its size, scale a bit, give it a move. Yeah. And just go in there. Give a bit of BCC on it. Really not being friendly. What's not happening? Whoa. Don't want 130k. Yeah, I can live with 66. That's all I can do. Let's make sure everything's nice and sharpy. Oh yeah, there we go. Coolio. I've really gone off this cog design now. I don't know, it just looks a bit cheap. The choppage you up. Make it a little bit bigger. Shove you in there. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, I have to complete this thing in here. Just once I put it into the model, it'll, you know, ruin its center of positions and all that crap. I have to re-dynamesh this on there. You have to go back to symmetry and work it back up to 22. Let's recut this. Okay. I think for the design, I'm just going to keep it simple. We use slash 3 as well. Small. And might actually start to cut sort of like the edge of it. Nah, it looks really dodgy. I don't know, it just looks too plain on the edges for some reason. Maybe if I sort of follow its curve. Just nothing really looks good. Might double this line up. Yeah, like so. Yeah, no, that's alright, it must be like a nipple. Yeah. Actually, whoa. I'm expecting that. Mask pen. Make it. Do the old. This might turn out pretty dodgy actually. Inflate that down. Maybe relax it, I'll polish it. Relax, just nah, it's looking dodge. Let's bring up everything else here, isn't it? That's what we've got so far. Looks a bit weak, looks a bit fragile, especially on these bits here. Not quite sure what to do with it. I suppose you don't really notice though. It's like big. Just gonna mess around with design on this one with the slash 3 tool. Okay. Let's add some sort of weird hotkey design. Cooked it. Actually, I need to make it look like this thing is on some sort of runners. And do that with layer brush. Actually, no. Clearly not working. Do that separately. Right. Brilliant. I haven't actually drawn around there. I think I might have enough history on that. Alright. Do the old inflate trick. For that. Might try a bit of H polish from this. See what happens. Try to make it sort of like so I only have to master one theoretically. Yeah, Zbrush. Do the polish brush. It's a bit big. Alright. It's looking a bit more interesting. It's looking a bit too sharp though. I think this object is quite as cylindrical as I think it is. Yeah, it looks alright. Might just leave that as plain for now, trying to be honest. Save this out. Think about putting it in, seeing what it looks like. I might have to redo this, it doesn't look very cool. I might have to look at some sort of cog on an existing piece of technology. Okay. I'm just going to save this out as a subtool now. Okay, so if I want to come back to it. Cog 001. And then merge down. Always. Go back to my head. And append this cog. There we go. Start to scale it down. Might just use the size thing. Sometimes seems to be a bit quicker. Okay. And then just start to rotate this thing around and stuff. Place it where it needs to be. Yeah. Let's get rid of this under mesh a little bit. Don't look as bad as I thought it would be. Just looked a bit dodgy. It is a standalone. Might need to tweak its position a little bit. Yeah. Alright. Then all I need to do next is make a smaller sort of cylinder that is going to attach onto that. It's really not fancy, just literally. I think I may as well jump into this cylinder 3D thing here. That's perfect. Make it a bit, make it 3D first, you know what I mean? 64,000, 6,000, 1,000. I mean, I don't need to be that much. So about 80, 20,000's more than enough for what I want to do with this one. Let's polish it up a little bit. I mean, I'm literally just going to make it into... I hate it when it does that. That's okay. Let's inflate it in a little bit. Yeah. That's all I need, really. Might add some radial symmetry in there. Radial symmetry. Said probably. Yeah. We'll go for 12. I build up. It's really sort of rough, sort of spiky. This needs to at least look round. Quite like that design. Let's go in there, it's nice free. Alright. Maybe it might work best with a layer. It looked bad the first time I did it. Right, I'm leaving it as that. And just a bit of that. And we're done. That's it. Character's finished, man. There you go. So it is. Quite a nice guess that. Rotate that into shape. might just have to chop that down anyway, just to fake it. Okay, just gonna duplicate that one. Ah, fucking hell. Forgot you can't do that. Duplicate. Just put it down there somewhere, maybe about halfway. Right, just scale it up a little bit. It's looking alright. And just one more down at the bottom of this piece. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that looks fine. Just going to chop this up a little bit so I can and last but not least, just going to move that up. Like so. And if I have to chop it again. Yeah. Looks okay. And let's have to move this down a little bit. Push it behind there. Not too much. I'm not too sure how much I want to show of this pipe. So I know like this bit here is going to be very organic. I might have it sort of wrapping around this in a skin-like fashion. Up to an hour. I've only done one little bit. Awesome. Right. Let's save this out. Save regular. Yes I do, let's replace it. I'm going to do this bit next, which needs to be a square or rectangle. Right. Give me a cube please, and it's going to come in with the thingy brush clippage. Just needs to be that thick. It just needs to be, let's say that'd suffice. Right. I haven't made it 3D ever. Okay. 21k. I'm just gonna add some UVs on here. Alright, I've got an idea. So because I want this front piece to be nice and flat and straight, I'm just going to create a polygroup out of that. Group mask. What it does is it's changed, assigned a polygroup there, and the UV master has the ability to do polygroups as well, so I'm just going to unwrap that. Just going to do that, and then I can up it a little bit more, so I've got a bit more res, and then Let's check it. What's got? Yeah, it should be okay. Right. Surface. Eyes. And let's go grab that awesome braided mesh helper. Let's go to the UVs and scale. Strength. Let's just check out. Yeah, this is definitely the plush this side. Yeah. It's okay that. Yeah, that looks nice. And apply to mesh. That looks awful now. But however, it's only going to be that big, I suppose. Yeah, that's good enough for me, that. Alright. But I also may as well just duplicate it. I really do like duplicating stuff. I bring it down. Just say, yeah, I'll do. Re-dynamesh it. Scale it up. Can be as big as you want. Like so. I'm just going to start to chop out, smooth it out a little bit. Actually, bit of BCC. Yeah, that's not cool. Re-dynamesh and recut. And I'm actually going to taper this in. Maybe not that much, but a little bit. Yeah, that's quite nice. Oh, I almost did the hotkey. Duplicate. And I may as well mirror it in the, see what happens if I do that. Yeah, perfect. Chuck that down there. And that's exactly what I want. Alright, merge down. Append this. Go to my size tool. See what we've got there. So rotate that. Size. What's the big part? Yeah. Alright. Chuck that in. Probably make away with this, but bit of stretch in there. I'm just going to actually scale this up a little bit, and then push it down a bit. Actually, I can get rid of the underlaying mesh again. Right, cool. It is nice when you start getting all these pieces though. You really do have the option to really sort of begin to refine what you've got in terms of how they're placed. Anyway, it's like when you're sort of sculpting before, you know, you can't really sort of, you can only edit things to a certain extent. I'm just going to copy this as well, and throw it up there. Duplicate and grab and rotate. Okay, it's not going too well. Review. The rotator. And to scale this as well. You know, I really miss when I do this, use music. I just want to listen to tunes while I'm doing this. It's the worst thing ever, to work in silence. The only entertainment being your voice. Especially when you speak like a retard, like I do. That went in fairly easily. Get rid of this bit out. Right, starting to look like something. I think I'm really going to have to redo this. Oh, H punch beast. It doesn't make much sense though when I'm close. I suppose it's because it's just so flat. I might polish these out a little bit and then add some sort of welding lines or something. The next step would probably be to extract. I might extract this piece out, or maybe just duplicate the head and then cut out this bit, just so I'm not working on the entire thing. You know what I mean? But for now, I'm gonna press save, and I'm also gonna start to clean this up a little bit. Yeah. Merge down, merge down, merge down. Bring you down. Merge, merge, merge. Duplicate, bottom. Duplicate, bottom. And I can click onto the top. As long as it's on the top, it doesn't matter. Alright. Take you to the bottom. And you to the bottom as well. And then merge it down. And mirror. Alright. Save this one out. Coolio. That's going to be the end of the video.